Dr. T,
Nice to meet you.
what brings you in today?
Well, I don't know. I've just been feeling really down a lot. It's been a long time coming, I guess. And just, I felt like it was time to come in and talk to someone.
Okay, and you're in college now? That's
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep, I'm a junior.
Junior, and where do you go to school?
I'm the St. Ben's, College of St. Ben's.
St. Ben's?
Yep.
All right. Did you apply to any other schools, or?
Yeah, I'm actually a transfer. I went to Bethel my first year, so
Okay,
I guess I applied to, a few other MIAC schools
okay.
and then the U.
And so you've been feeling down and kind of sad or tired, or?
Yeah, I've been feeling really sluggish lately, and
Okay,
no matter how much I sleep, I always seem to wake up tired. And
okay. Do you have trouble concentrating or focusing or anything
yeah,
like that?
yeah, I'd say so. That I'm always so tired, so I just feel like I can't pay attention in class, or my mind will
Yeah,
wander. And
yeah. And so you wanted to come in today and kind of see what was going on and try to get that fixed so it doesn't stop you from um, getting your work done and
yes.
having energy and all
hmm
that. All right. So what kind of thoughts do you have on like a daily basis? Like kind of go through like what you're thinking about and
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know. I feel like no matter what I do, I'm just not good enough, or there's always someone in class who's going to be better than me, and I'll always be the worst. I don't know. I ran track for a little bit, and I decided to quit. I just, I
Why'd you
just felt
why'd
like
you why'd you quit?
I just felt like I wasn't as good as any of the other teammates. So, why even put forth the effort? And just really didn't seem fun to me anymore.
No. I mean, how were you on the track team? Were you like good at it, or were you like on the starting team, or how do you compare with other people?
I mean, there were people that were better than me, of course, and they would just always get better times than I would. So,
A lot of people, or just a few?
I mean, to me, it felt like everyone, but I'm sure it was just a few people.
Yeah, because you said you're a junior, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And the St. Ben's has a pretty good track team, I hear. So
Mhm.
even to be on the team must be a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, tell me about your family a little bit.
Um. Well, I am the middle child. I have younger siblings and older siblings. Well, just
Okay.
an older sister, I guess. And I don't know. We kind of moved around a whole lot.
When you were younger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of moving around because of my parents' jobs, and
Okay.
I guess I moved schools too, so I've never really felt settled,
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
You never really got situated anywhere, so
Yeah.
you couldn't really form really deep bonds with a lot of people, or
hmm
you never really had that core group of friends in high school or middle school.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
hmm
Now, when you got to college, did you think like maybe that would change and you'd be able to like branch out more and get to know more people?
Mm, I guess at first, I just kind of thought college was the way to go. Both my parents went, and my older sister, of course. So I just kind of thought that was what was expected of me, but
Yeah.
then I just got into the habit of not feeling settled, so that's why I decided to transfer, I think.
Okay. So what did your older sister do?
Well, she's right now in med school in
Oh,
Chicago.
okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel like you have to live up to that and kind of
Yeah,
do what she's doing?
definitely. She's always been the star brainiac of the family.
Okay. Now, so like, what do you think makes you think these thoughts? I mean, you say you always feel down and kind of have these negative thoughts. You're not the best one on the track team, or you have to live up to your sister's expectations and your parents. Like, what do you think causes that?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I feel like it's just the way I'm supposed to think, and I wish I didn't have to think like this. And
Okay.
I feel like I just get sad when I see other people that don't have to think these thoughts, but I
Yeah.
guess I don't know any other way.
Well, I mean, with depression, which it kind of seems like this is sounding like some sort of depression. It's a pretty common thing.
Oh, okay.
Like 25% of people have it, and it's
Oh.
even more common with women.
Okay.
But it's a very treatable thing,
Mhm.
and it's really nothing without. I mean, with help and some medication, sometimes it's very treatable.
I had I think it was like my mom's best friend had depression and she got on some medication and
Okay.
I don't know, it just
Didn't
made
like
her
how it
feel
worked?
funky and
Yeah,
she even tried to commit suicide right after
Yeah.
getting on it, so I just don't want to have to.
okay. Well, yeah, even just talking with a therapist or seeing someone, you can really work at like targeting those negative thoughts and feelings you're having,
Okay.
and it can really help you like fix those and think more positive and
Mhm.
really just kind of get a new outlook on life.
Okay.
So you said you like didn't have a lot of energy and you weren't sleeping much,
Yeah, well,
or
I mean, sometimes I sleep for 12 to 13 hours, but no matter how much I sleep, I wake up and I'm tired.
okay. Do
Just
you
sluggish.
do you exercise at all, or
I mean, since quitting the track team, no.
okay?
No.
So you just kind of wake up tired, and
Mhm.
even though you slept a long while, and
Yeah.
okay. So one thing you could do is just try to go for a walk or try to go outside,
Okay.
even if you don't feel like you can or you don't want to. Really going outside and kind of stepping out of your comfort zone can help.
Mhm.
In the weather, outside, nature, and getting that walk around somewhere, it really helps you kind of release some of that sadness you've been feeling. And so you might want to try to do that every once in a while, and
Okay.
maybe once a day, just for a little bit, go for a short walk.
Yeah, that sounds like something I could do.
And the more you do that, it'll reinforce kind of that behavior. So your behavior right now is like laying in bed and kind of feeling lazy and just sad. So if you
Mhm.
kind of break from that, your behavior will be reinforced to do something and be proactive about it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like something I could do.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. So now tell me about your roommate.
Well, right now we get along pretty fine, but I always just get nervous. I haven't had the best roommate experiences, I guess, in the past.
Okay. You want to tell me more about that?
Well, at Bethel I had two. I had one that was very princessy, as I would say. Just wake up in the morning and gotta put on all her makeup, and
Okay.
she ended up taking over the room and even putting all of her stuff in my drawers and stuff. And
Yeah.
so we kind of got in a fight, and she left. And then I got another roommate who was still in high school. She did PSEO, and so she just really wasn't into college, I guess. But
Okay.
I guess I've never really had a roommate to kind of connect with. I'm always tiptoeing to make sure that I don't
Yeah.
bother them, just because I've had a few bad roommate experiences. So.
Yeah. And you said, I mean, when you were traveling around a lot as a child,
Mhm.
your family had to move around. You never got to form close bonds with people. Do you think, I mean, now in college, do you try to form bonds or get to know people like your roommates, or do you kind of shy away from it?
I mean, I would love to be able to, have friends, form a bond with someone, but
Yeah.
I just do with what I'm used to, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. And that's another thing. I mean, doing what you're used to, it kind of reinforces that you should stay in your shell and, you know, mind your own business. But
Mhm.
really, like going out and trying to meet new people and form bonds with people can be very beneficial to your health
Oh,
and
okay.
really help you form a positive outlook on life. So, one thing we could do throughout these sessions is some social skills training and really work on trying to form bonds with people. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so we could start with your roommates, maybe like go out to lunch with them every once in a while and
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
get to know them on a little deeper level,
Mhm.
and that might benefit you a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like something I could do.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, good. And then another thing I'd want you to do throughout these sessions is keep a journal.
Okay.
All right, and so every time you have a negative thought, just kind of write down the thought you're having and and then write down how you're feeling and why.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
So you might see the track team and you might see someone competing and you'll be thinking, oh, I wish I could be out there, I regret quitting and I'm really
Yeah.
sad about it,
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds
So
like something I could do.
just record those and then we'll work on them and really try to target those thoughts and try to fix them.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. So how long have you had these problems? For a while? Or did it just get worse in college, or has it kind of always been there?
I feel like it's always been there, but just like, the stress of, like, I moved around a lot, so I guess
Yeah.
my family's all I knew. So being
Okay.
far away from them has been hard, and all the homework and, everything that goes with college, I guess. I'd say it's gotten worse, but, I feel like I've had these thoughts my whole life, just,
You've never really noticed them, or
well, I mean, family Christmases, for instance. All the cousins were all happy and excited, and,
yeah,
I would just, it was okay. It wasn't the most fun. I can't even
Yeah.
think of a time when I really had fun.
yeah. Well, that's interesting. Normally, Christmas is a really happy time for most people, and
Yeah.
it's time to be around your family and really enjoy it.
Mhm.
So today, how do you feel? I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is the happiest you've ever been, and 1 is the saddest, hopeless, like most despairing you've ever felt. How would you rate yourself?
Probably a 3.
A 3?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a 3 every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you ever been, higher than a 3? Or,
I
no?
mean, sometimes when I get like a test back and I, ace it, it might go up to a 5 where I feel a little bit of happiness, but then I just, remember my sister who's done so much better than me, and I'm sure she's always gotten an A. So then I, go back to feeling worthless.
So what would your sister be on that scale? Do you think she'd be closer to a 10?
Yeah, she'd probably be a 10 every day.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. And what do you think a 1 would look like? What
Mm,
would someone who was 1? What would that look like to you?
I don't know. Homeless person, maybe, I guess.
Okay. Homeless. Anything else? Just really got nothing going for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. No food, shelter.
Okay. Now, would you say you're closer to that, a homeless person, or you're closer to your sister? So you're going to college. You're a junior.
Yeah. I guess I am closer to my sister. I mean, that person, doesn't have everything that I have right now. They don't have,
Yeah.
shoes and a
Yeah.
cell phone and things like that. And I get to go to school and I should feel privileged. I guess you're right.
That's good you noticed that. So maybe you're not a 3, you're probably closer to a 10.
Yeah.
It might be a 7 or 8,
Yeah, maybe.
or try to, think like that, and it'll help. Eventually it'll just turn into, the 3s will keep going up, and they'll turn into a higher number, and you'll feel better.
Yeah, that would be fun.
All right.
I guess to be able to think like that, which I should be able to.
Yeah, and you mentioned you don't feel comfortable taking medication, right?
No.
Because was it your aunt?
Well, it was my mom's friend
Okay.
was the one on medication, but I do have a cousin that was also depressed, I
Okay.
guess, and I think
Yeah.
they tried medication, but it wasn't working. But I just remember seeing it in my mom's friend more.
Okay. Yeah, and it's not an absolute thing. You don't need to take it. And one of the main things you can do is just get out and exercise. That would really help. So I think enrolling in a gym, or maybe finding some activity, some sport to play just for fun,
Yeah.
to get out and really get workouts in. That'll help your body feel better with the endorphins.
Okay.
So that might be something that would really benefit you.
Yeah, I should try to do that.
Okay. And then, do you have any other questions, or is there anything you're expecting of me, or you were expecting when you came here for the visit?
I don't know. I was kind of scared. I guess I just thought that, maybe you might think I'm silly for coming in here, or, that something's super wrong with me that I have to be locked in a nut house.
No,
I
not
don't
at
really
all.
think anything in between, I guess.
Like I said, depression is a very common illness, and it's very treatable.
I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah.
I should have come in sooner.
Yeah. No, it's really it's something that can easily be worked out. So we'll probably see each other once a week, I would say, and just keep talking and working on the homeworks that I'll give you.
Okay.
And yeah.
Should I have all this completed by next week?
Yeah. I try to go for the daily walks
Mm-hmm.
and then keep the journal
Yeah.
and the exercise and with the gym. Okay.
Okay.
And it'd probably be good if you could join like a group at the gym, if you
Okay.
want to take like a yoga class or
Yeah.
a cycling class or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and that would really help you branch out and get to know people. All right.
How often do you think that it's beneficial for me to be journaling?
Try to do it as much as you can.
As much as I can.
So multiple times a day,
Okay.
if you can. 10, 15 entries. All right.
And just whatever I think of, or what I'm doing that day, or both?
Yep. Whatever events happen, and then how you kind of feel about them, and how it makes you behave.
Okay. Should I also write down some ways that, maybe I could change it, like we just did with the
Yeah.
homeless guy?
Yep. If you would like to do that, that would be great. And then we can talk about it and work on it. That'd be wonderful.
Okay.
And then the other thing was talking to your roommates more
Oh, yeah.
and really getting to know them better and trying to form some deep bonds and just make new friends
Mm-hmm.
and strengthen the relationships you have with your old friends.
Okay. Yeah, I think I could use that.
All right. Yeah, because it always helps to have someone there.
Mhm.
And being lonely is like, no one ever likes that. So
Yeah.
okay, I think that would help, and that'd be a good thing to work on.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really do think that this is going to help.
Yeah. No, and if you have any other questions, feel free to call and ask, and I'll always be here, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank
Can't wait
you.
for next week.
All right. Sounds good.